Hey everybody, Homebag Alden plays Civilization 6 Gathering Storm continues with our Omnitor of Nubia playthrough where we are rapidly burning through our projects, our space-based projects that we're so interested in. We just have to let turns go by, we have to get builders through. You could always do the faster thing of just doing like the force end turn to get some of these things through, like, you know, drop the builder in place, then force end turn just to go through here. And not opposed to something like that, but we're gonna try to do our best to get everybody into place. Because even if we were skipping turns, we still have to get our builders into position. What? How did you levied a Preslov swordsman who happens to just be hanging out over here? That's I guess that's fair. I find it a little weird, but we got our moon landing. So what is next? Mars colony or something? We got a culture bonus equal to 10 times our science per turn.
NASA spent millions of dollars in...
It gets us moving along to the Mars colony. Okay, it is a Mars colony, that's right. I thought it was, but I wasn't 100% sure. Start building the Great Zimbabwe. No one built that this game. You try to build it, sir. All right, everybody. I mean, you guys are kind of doing your things here. Just everybody rest in the area because we need turns to go by to get use from you guys. It's getting crowded up here with with excess builders that we do not need. That's okay though. Not really a big deal. But we're definitely crowding up the joint. You know what? How about you do some other stuff, because when it comes down to it right now, we don't need you all to be down there. We have we've got to at least have like 12 turns down there going. The chosen operation is not possible. You're not allowed to disrupt rocketry. I don't care what you say. We earn more industry. The engineers. Omnitor gets victory points, and we begin the World's Fair. Also, major flooding? Nah. Nobody can disrupt rocketry, so we're safe there. Double great engineer points. Oh, I lost 3 diplomatic victory. Why would they choose me for the diplomatic victory targeting? See, this doesn't really make sense. This is just... How you guys do this doesn't make sense. I voted 5 points for mine. They shouldn't get outcome B just because there's 7 points total for B when it's split between two targets. It should only count the targets themselves. Because they couldn't unify against me, it shouldn't have went against me. I should have won this. I gotta say that's a little BS right there.
One day there will be no borders.
I strongly believe that is just some garbage. All right, that does not count. Or it should not be counted that way. That's got to be the dumbest way of counting it, I feel. I'm sorry to say, but whoever thought that that was the way we do things, I disagree with them. And I think their idea there is a little foolish. If I'm gonna be honest with you, it's a little foolish. That's okay. I'm not the one programming the game. I'm not the one designing it either. But I disagree. I think it was a bad. If it's not a bug, if it's a bug, just sure fix it. But if that was intentional, I really don't like that decision. I think we ran into that a long time ago, and I thought it was a bug, and I thought they had fixed it. But running into it again surprised me. So, slightly annoying. Let's go ahead and work on this. You can queue these up. All right, my friend. We don't need everybody over here is what I've come to learn. So other people can just be out here putting down solar farms, you know, living the clean life. I'm still disappointed in that vote. It doesn't even matter. But I feel like I was robbed. And it doesn't even matter. That's the thing. It's not what we were going for. Why do I care so much? I'm not avoiding bloodshed. I took all the land that I thought was necessary. I fought good and hard for where I am today, Gorgo. What can you say? Can you say the same, that you fought good and hard? Maybe you can, actually. You're pretty tough. You only have 3 charges, so we're going to prioritize pretty much anybody else over you amongst this this crew. So let's start. Let me start getting people in here. So you have 4. Let's move you out so that somebody with 5 can be closer. Click up here. You go down that path, please. Instantly create a battleship. Nah. Alright, what do you? Get your stable and your seaport and stop asking me about it, alright? Magnus. A little vertical integration. Never hurt anybody. I don't know if that's actually true. Are you ready, sir? It's next. We have to wait till next turn for you. Oh! Seasteads. I love them. They're so good. Give me more solar power. Fill the fields with solar technologies. Oh, you gotta fix this. This tile's too good for you. Not like you shouldn't have that tile too good for you. Like it's so good that you need to get it fixed immediately. Tell them they don't deserve that tile. That's how you get the people on your side. What are you up to, my dude? You can't build solar panels in the floodplains of the desert? That might make sense, but I still feel like you could pull it off. I think you could do it. I believe in you. No, we don't want that extra unit eating into our resources. We already have enough. We're good to go on that front. Sure, you can have this. Anybody who wants to open up a reasonable trade can approach me on a turn-by-turn basis. And I will respect...
If the enemy know not... A people without...
Alright, well that flood was annoying, I gotta say. At least it didn't break our spaceport. It... Oh... It broke our Royal Society. Oh... It might as well have broken our spaceport with that one. Very... I feel slightly foolish having placed all of my... eggs in one basket here. At least that's the way it feels right now, as I placed it all in one basket. In a very floodable basket. Not just your standard basket. Dude, we're picking up Auckland. Why wouldn't we? And... I'll take 2 more points in Auckland, that's fine. Yes, I'm very disappointed in this flood. And it upsets me. We have an array of solar power. I miss when you could just spam seasteads everywhere. Those were the days. What are you up to, my friend? We're going this way. Can we upgrade you with a new factory? We can, and we shall. I just have too many builders. It's just too many. I don't even care what you guys are doing now. Alright, Royal Society, we need you. What did we get here? Every entertainment
I shall
building.
return again.
Give me this. Go ahead and give me... I'll take a +4 in place of that Cahokia. Alright, we're back in business. We can start using our builder charges once again. Which is great news. I really wish you could use builders to fix districts or something like that as well, because I would definitely be out there doing that. Alright, you guys can just chill. He's got 5 charges. He's ready. panels are out there doing good work. No one can even use this tile. It's the best of tiles. Just fix up all this land, make it beautiful. Splendiferous. Alright. So we're working on that Mars colony once again. Hopefully no more flooding happens in our capital, because we don't deserve that.
When we look up at night,
even though your boy is
justice
the one who
is
turned
the
it up
bond.
to 4 every time. The disaster intensity level. So that's on him. AKA me. I'm aware that it is my fault. Alright, how are we looking? Take me to this unrevealed technology. Reveal it to me, please. You, sir? I'll get the Sydney Opera House. That'd be an excellent pickup for you. Give me a commercial hub. 4 envoys again? What did we do to deserve this? Give me 2 more for Cardiff. I would also like some surplus logistics. I don't know how much I actually care about that, but it'll work. Have a Cahokia. Ah, there's uranium over here at Pyongyang. Somebody had mentioned that in the comments and I forgot about it. I didn't see it there under the banner. Or I forgot about it when we did a search for it. But there it is. Ready to arm North Korea. I guess get this. So our project, our Mars colony is complete, starting now. I kind of wish that, well, I definitely wish that they had given these different events. Not just have the same shuttle take off each time. There was more to it than that.
Incomplete become.
I understand that, you know, it's one victory condition. Spending a lot more time on it would be, you know, potentially odd than all the others, but, you know, you could have made it a lot cooler by having just unique ones for each event, like a little unique scene of some kind. Would have been pretty neat, potentially. Alright, you have 2 charges, so I don't know what we want to do with you. We do need to start sending some fresh builders down again, though. Alright, we are building more builders, so let's queue up a little more. I know we ended up with too much before, but now we kind of need them again. So get them coming down here. Give me a dam. I will take that, please. Choose an escape route for our friend who stole the dolphin. And they're getting out of there in one piece, so good job. I was worried you were gonna get killed. But that wasn't the case. So, just excellent work. And just like that, I feel like we're back in a situation where I'm not worried about builders. I think we're in solid shape. Those sea tiles are looking kind of juicy. You're not doing much to develop a strong culture. Are you sure about that? I think I have a pretty good culture at this point. Like rivaling your own. And did you just see that, did you just see that theater we built? And how incredible it was? Big enough to give us an era score? I mean, you can't argue with that. What are you capable of doing, sir? You have to be placed on an unbroken one. I understand. I get it. I can piece the clues together. Reveal what's going on out there. Can we buy a great person that is cool? I mean, you're kind of cool. So I picked it up. That was all of our faith except for 10. That was a whole lot of faith involved in that decision. Excuse me. Gotta fix your Cahokia. The hokey Cahokia. I choose production over the gold. And I also choose to pillage. Because I am a jerk. Alright, let's head down to Miroe. I don't know what's going on. We're slowly handling the Exoplanet expedition. Did you guys ever see the, I don't know, like, it was, I think from my particular childhood range, the show Exo Squad. I remembered liking it as a kid, but I think it's one of those things where if I went back and looked at it now, I'd just like cringe at why I liked it. I did that with a different show like a few years back. I went and like found episodes of it. The other show was a little show called Ronin Warriors, and I'm like, this show is awesome when I was a kid. Not awesome, I gotta say. Does not hold up to the test of time. A lot of those things you have to remember when you look at it with fond memories from when you were young. You were kind of stupid, probably. Your tastes in media, your tastes in general were unrefined. It didn't take a whole lot to entertain you. Especially for us who grew up back in the days of before everybody had like tablets and stuff like that. You know, I'm speaking like an old man right now. You know, we were outside playing with stuff, and pretty much and that was back when people were allowed to be outside, when the police didn't get called on them for leaving their kids outside to play. That's a different story, though. But yeah, like, to go back on topic, I guess, don't go back and watch old shows and movies that you thought were great when you were like in the range of like 8 to 12. They probably don't hold up. If it's something else like a video game or something, it might, but even those even those oftentimes don't hold up. Especially, I feel like you just add some appeal here. They love it. Especially, I remember, like, a lot of old RTS games. They were great at the time, but man, have controls and other things improved so much that, like, those old games are, like, unplayable. You go back and try to play, like, original Warcraft or Warcraft 2 or something like that, and they're real hard to play if you're used to modern conventions. I do the same thing with, like one of the games I can still go back and play, but I know the interface is awful and super hard to control and everything like that in comparison to what people are doing these days is, my guilty pleasure is, like, Baldur's Gate 2, Baldur's Gate 1. But those games especially have also dramatically changed throughout the years. I think a lot of older, like, if you go for, like, an older platformer game or something like that, I think a lot of them still hold up to this day. Like, you have Super Mario World, you have Mario Brothers and all of those, and those are... They still feel as fun to play as they did when they came out. To me, at least. They're not held down by, you know, super poor quality interfaces like a lot of more... I guess you would consider them more like hardcore games at the time, I think. Your RTSs, your strategy games, turn-based or otherwise. They've been iterated upon a lot, and, like, user experience is something that's been drastically improved over time. I have a friend that goes back and plays. He's got a list of every game he owns and like movie he has. Let's see, he's got, like, a list of everything basically that he owns, and you know, he'll be like, I want to pick a video game, so he'll pick one of his unplayed video games, and that thing could range from somewhere in the 90s to something he got this year. And so watching him try to fumble his way through a game that came out like 20 years ago, when it's the first time he's ever played it, is kind of hilarious. If you played it back then and then you play it now, I feel like it's a slightly different beast, because you were used to how it controlled back then, but now you go to it and you're like, oh, what's going on here? I think he's playing
There is nothing like my
Divine
beloved.
Divinity right now, which I didn't even play, but I'm guessing is that experience. I imagine going back and trying to play Alpha Centauri or something, and just how probably insane that would be. I'm guessing it would be kind of devastating. We were trying to make Broadway up here. Okay, I was like, what were we trying to build? We got beat too. I do find it kind of impressive that he can manage his way through those things and actually beats them, you know, some number of years after they come out. It takes the level of dedication to your games that I just do not have. There are plenty of games that I own from a decade plus ago that I've never played, and they're probably never gonna get played, is the the long and short of it. I still have them, but I'm not likely to do what he did. I kind of, at times I wish I would, because then you know, I'd have like the diligence to actually go through and play things I purchased. But at the same time, I'm not one of those people that gets mad when I buy something and don't use it, because I actually, you know, as a video game developer myself, I kind of just counted as like supporting something that I thought was interesting looking. I want people to make certain types of games, so when those types of games come out, I will usually buy them. And that means that oftentimes I just bought something just to support it and not to play it. Which I'm fine with, but I know many people aren't, and that's fine as well. But it's the industry that I'm in, the industry I love. So, I like to support my peeps. Launch the Exoplanet expedition. We've seen the launch before, we understand.
The single biggest problem.
So now we just are building these things to speed it up. Is that correct? We just queue these up and keep it going? I think that's how it goes. So we'll probably just try to see how, I don't know how many turns this thing takes, does it? It's like 50 turns, but it goes faster every time you complete one of these. It's traveling 1 light year per turn. Yeah, it's 50. So, you know what I'm gonna do is just, I am gonna kind of skip through a couple of these turns. Work on a death robot, sure. Can I get you guys involved here? Let me just end this turn, all right? I don't want to enter any more buildings. I don't know if we can actually get through this fast, so maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I should just end this one and start up a new one. But we'll see. Let me see how much the station takes off of it. Because, you know, I don't want to cut it off and then the next episode be super short, is the thing. Counter spy. We need to counter spy our... I don't know. Government district. Hello, buddy. Head over here. Alright, give me some builders. Unit needs orders. You head in. Every builder needs to be sent down here, so this is gonna... It is gonna take us a little bit. I think that's fair to say. Alright, get down here. My friend, join us. So this will complete, and then how many turns have we progressed on the old chart there? There's our laser
Even
station.
though the future...
Okay, so show me this science. It's now traveling at 2 light years per turn. Oh, does it just add how many turns it's going each time? So you just boost it. This might take us a little bit, so I think I'm going to end this one here, guys. I don't know how long the next episode is going to be, but I don't want this episode being an hour long or something like that. So we're getting 1,281 science per turn, which doesn't really matter. We're crushing it there. We don't need to be doing that. But they're at 203 and 314. We're at 448 culture per turn. Gorgo is at 424, 191 for Genghis Khan. Our exoplanet thing has gone 2 of 50. Anything else on here? Scores up to 2271. Nothing crazy going on. That's I'd say we're moving on towards our victory condition. It's going to definitely happen next time. But these turns take a little time to go through. So, hope you guys are enjoying it. If you are, like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. And I will catch you guys next time. Later.